We are just a few miles from the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. Tonight, it's our first Monday night game of the new season, and we've got a good one coming up, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line.
Let's go! Ready?
They'll start on the ground with Pierce. And now off to the races, down the right side. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
And that's definitely the way you get things started. That's the way it was drawn up in the locker room, in pregame, and everything. And they got it done right away, running the ball for a big game.
First down, they go right back to Pierce. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Dameon Pierce, 43 yards. And the Bucs are on the board here first in the season opener.
Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
On the double. Shot, 17.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Here we go, here we go.
Off the play fake, Young. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And now he's got him in a great spot at the 8-yard line here, 1st and goal. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And the avenue collapsed for him as he's going to be held up short of the goal line. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Ready.
Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Johnson. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. From a yard out. And the Bucs are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air.
Kenewagu now out of his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
On play action, Young. He'll go up top here for Hamler. Oh, his first throw of the season is intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Buccaneers are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first two drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a three-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just now supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
Okay, so the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Another carry for Pierce. Pushing his way through. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 96 yards for him on the ground in his first quarter. He has been tremendous to start the new year. He's had his eyes on 7,000 career rushing yards, and with that last effort, he has hit that mark. What a career.
And that is the number to focus in on, because oftentimes we talk about where do they rank all time. We're not there yet. He's not knocking on the top 10 or the top 20, but over 7,000 yards in a career, fantastic.
First and 10, it's Pierce. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He lost 6 there on the first down play. Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss.
Ready?
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Well, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Sheds off the tackle, and he works free. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
Red, yellow. Go pink. Red, cycle.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry. to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
He'll go up top here for Hamler. Still 15 yards to go, second down.
Steal, check, steal, check.
A first carry here for Kaneng. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10. Probably was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
Young on 3rd down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Christian Fulton. And the Bucs are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
2nd down, 8 to go from the 28. Looking to throw. Folding. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Escapes the defender. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
It's got to feel good to hit on one of these in the first quarter of a brand new season. They're hoping this duo can really make some noise this year. And this is a great start. A big play here early in the ball game.
This offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. Running it out of the gun with Pierce. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
Here we go, set.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14, Panthers nothing.
Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football as they've got it 2nd down and 12.
Ready. Ready.
Off play action. Folding. A throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Ready.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Ready.
Back to throw. Folding. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down. his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Nwangu now from his end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Now that should give him a spark. He's across the 40 to the 43.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
A beautiful fake. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Ready?
Second down, Young. And he's got his man in stride, complete. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. See what they have drawn up here, a little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Young, he's going to change it up. Young now on 3rd down. Oh, Young loses it. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line. And so the last 3 drives, you've got 2 interceptions and a fumble. I think we know why they're losing right now.
Without question, and we've seen the evidence, just what you talked about there. If they take care of the football, number 1, maybe they're not having this deficit. And number 2, maybe they actually have the lead.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
Come on, set.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Foley swings this one out wide for Pierce. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
Fight 60. Claws red. Blue stripe. Set.
Back to throw. Foley. Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Buccaneers are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Point after try forthcoming. The PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. And they'll accept that penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Their own 25-yard line.
They go play action. Young. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
As we've seen, their first two drives didn't yield anything points-wise. Certainly feels like they think to themselves, it's time to open this thing up, taking the big shot downfield.
Ready up.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
52 blaster. Check white. Switch yellow. Ready.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Blaster. Stick. Black shot. Hut.
Now Young. Now a short one to Gesicki. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field.
Let's go. Cheetah. Ready?
On 1st and 10, Young. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
Now, that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Trouble, 38. Ready.
Young now from the 50. That's complete. Once again, it's Gesicki. Takes this to the 45. Not much space after that broken tackle. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's 2nd down.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain.
On the ready.
Now a 2nd and 6.
Set, go.
Handoff right side to Wangu. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL.
Here we go. Striker, 3-3.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Ready.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. There on the tackle, Minka Fitzpatrick. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Oh, able to avoid him. And he's down into the red zone at the 16 after a gain of 16. 1st and 10.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
4 yards remain on 2nd down. Ball on the 10. Now a handoff as they run left side. Running right through him. And now running right through him. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal.
10 cycles. Set.
They'll look to run with Nwangu. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now Young going to move him around.
Black swap. Set.
On 2nd down, here's Nwangu. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. Now a timeout signal for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. They've gotten it to the 1. Can they get that final yard here on 3rd and goal?
Ultra. Ready.
They'll try to run this one in. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Well, he'd been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Now for the point after. He's got it, and that makes our score 24-7. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. This taken in right around the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
Down.
Motion man right is Rice. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Nwangu now from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
First and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't. Young is intercepted for the third time this game. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr.
And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. But that one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. You come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
Let's go
So
now.
here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Ready.
A run for Pierce out of the gun. And he'll get it inside the 35.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Watch out now. 50 Fury. Set. Go.
To throw on 2nd down. Foley.
Gets the dump off to Pierce.
A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Ready.
They haven't
Ready.
made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. Foley.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further.
Whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Let's go.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
On the double.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
22 needle. Hey.
Straight ahead, here's Nwangu.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
But these guys got to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Drill.
Young here, you can see, changing the play.
Smith red. Set cut.
Another run now for Nwangu.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing. Because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
82 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards.
Set.
They'll try to throw now. Young.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
On second down, they'll run it here. 20. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you could have at that position, and sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
Ready.
They'll come up now on a second and long after the hold.
On the ball. Ready, ready.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He'll get this to Nwangu. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Okay, ready.
Backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Six, mega. Hut, hut.
Young to throw it. Gesicki hauling in the quick throw. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
And I believe that gain on 3rd and long changes things quite a bit, because this would be a very long field goal. I wouldn't be surprised to see him go for it here.
Okay,
Still
ready?
just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
Strike. Ready?
They'll try and run for it. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Panthers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. So how about the fortitude there? They're in field goal range, but they say, no, forget the 3. We think we can get the first, and they wind up getting a lot more than they bargained for.
And I love how you used an SAT word to describe what we just saw there, partner. That's got to be a deflated defense. You see the head down, the shoulders slumped. But we've talked about this before. Sometimes as a defense, you get so wrapped up in defending the first down line that that's your last line of defense. And once they get past that, they're gone.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. He gets it left side to Johnson. So he stopped for no gain. And that'll bring up 2nd down. And they're going to speed things up here. And now an audible here into something else. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
To throw on 3rd down. Folding. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Derek Brown able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And he'll take it on this side of midfield. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position.
the 46-yard line.
Down. Let's go. Go set.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
At the 48-yard line.
Ready.
To throw, Young. And that's off the mark, incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Green jack. Smash. Red. 52 blasted. Slide through. Cut.
Now Young. Now a short one to Gesicki. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be 4th down.
That coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Come on.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down.
Field. Black.
Out of the gun, it's Young. That's to his running back, complete. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Tampa. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the 4th and final quarter of play.
Ready.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, full fury. Cut.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Young, he's going to change it up.
Strike. Check. Strike. Set.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Calling a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Panthers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
And here on 3rd down, your #1 goal, don't be a hero, just get the first down. But here, once he gets past the line of scrimmage, the field opens up for him, and he's able to take it right up the gut and into the end zone.
Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. And bulldozing his way through. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
Check.
That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. The second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback. Because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
17. Ten cycles. Hut, hut.
Off the play fake. Folding. That one complete. Downfield to Johnson. Down the left sideline. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down at the 2. So close. A big play there on the catch and run. 76 yards.
Oh, man, disappointment that he couldn't finish that off in the end zone. What an effort there, doing all he can to get to the pylon, and he's going to wind up out of bounds just short. But a huge play there, going to set him up with first and goal from very short range.
Red, yellow. Ready?
Back to throw. Folding. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Ready.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. Touchdown. A great effort there. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Bucs are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth-quarter lead. Now the Bucs offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2.
22 needle. Drill, 52. Red, cycle. White, white. Fury, yellow. Set, go.
They'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Ready.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. A first down throw for Young. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
They snapped the ball backed up inside their own 10. Now they're backed up even further, and they can thank their coverage for that. They called the zone, and they were aggressive enough to deny an early window, and that gave their rushers a chance to get to the pocket.
Young off the play fake. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he did not reel it in.
Concentration, so key on a ball like that. It's hard. I know how difficult it is, but that's a ball you've got to come up with. And instead, a big play is going to slip through their fingers, literally and figuratively.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to take another shot here. He's got a man, complete. And he's all the way across the 50 before he's finally pushed out of bounds. A big play there for Carolina. 43 yards.
Ball red. Blue strike.
It's Young on first down.
Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
A quick throw complete to Chark. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Ready, set.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On the toss, here's Nwangu.
And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Young. Now a short one to Gesicki. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
The completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
On 2nd down, Young sliding out of the pocket.
And that's going to be caught downfield by Chark.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Let's go.
All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10.
Blaster, 6. Yellow, go.
Now here's Young.
He'll get this to Hamler over the middle.
Complete to K.J. Hamler. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's a 2nd and 7.
62 blaster. Ready?
Young.
Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete.
And the Panthers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Panthers are back within a score. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it, and he gets it done.
Extra point splits the uprights, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Panthers 28.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go, set.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game.
Ready.
Second and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. Now it looks like he'll throw here.
To Pierce, they set up the screen. And he is going to have a Bucs first down. All smiles on that sideline. That should be the run to do it.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Set, hut. Hut.
Victory formation now for the Buccaneers. Down to a knee they go.
Week 1 primetime games, they always seem to have a little bit more electricity, a little more anticipation of